Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on all my social media at Miss TP90. Did you miss me? Yes, I know I didn't do a review last week. Child, I don't have an excuse. I was tired. My work week was crazy, and by the time I was figuring out what was going on with Jocelyn and them, it was yesterday, and I was supposed to be watching for this week. We're just gonna jump right on in. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know how you been, how's it going, and let's talk about this episode of Love and Hip Hop. So we start out with Jocelyn. She's meeting up with the girls. She just cannot believe that something came out of her hole aside from piss. She just can't, and other things, but she cannot believe a baby head. I cannot. I'm gonna call Bonnie Bella Lil Bluebell, because I mean it just rolled. She's talking to Melissa and Ronnie. Y'all know Ronnie. I call, what is her for real name? Dime Piece, Jessica Dime. I call her Ronnie because she reminds me of Ronnie from the Players Club. So anyway, she's talking to them. And she's telling them that she has a chance to be on The Real. And you know what? Granted, I did watch The Real just because Jocelyn was on it. No shade to The Real, but ever since Tamar got the boot, I haven't been watching unless they have like some really good guests. When Jocelyn was first up there, I had to watch it. She did good. I enjoyed her topics, and she was gonna turn little Tamara out. I was rolling. Tamara was like, "Oh Jesus!" I was like, "Tamara, girl, get your life together. Stop it." Jocelyn, well, she might just turn you out. I don't know. Do I believe she need to be a castmate? No. But it is good that she was up there and she had her opinion. She's a new mother, and you know, I thought it was good. So girl, go ahead and get your coin. Melissa and Ronnie tell Jocelyn what's going on since she pushed Lil Bluebell out, and she's like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe that they are being so petty and they arguing and they talking about me, the Puerto Rican princess." And I'm sitting here like, man, all of a sudden you were Mother Teresa since you've had that baby. Absolutely no, ma'am. You still petty as hell. Of course, Melissa, she's the one. She's Mother Teresa as well. We are the world. We're the children. She wants Carly and Jocelyn Hernandez to come together to be friends again, because I mean, they're both my friends. I love them both. They should come together. Jocelyn was like, "I guess I'll go talk to Carly Red." But at the same time, ma'am, you don't have a lot of friends, so this would be best. So Bluebell, that's your only friend right now, pretty much. Speaking of Carly Red, she meeting up with Jock. Jock is in a cabin in the woods, honey. I don't know where they were. He laid out sleep. He talking about like, "Yo, what is we doing? Like, what's going on?" Like, I never told Carly Red that like we were exclusive. So like whatever we were doing, I don't know why she mad at me. And I'm sitting here like, you know what, Jock? That's why you're gonna be in a nursing home somewhere when you get old, even though you have 8,000 kids, because you effed all their mamas up. Okay, that's what's going on. You're gonna be lonely with that little comb over, relaxed part. That's all you're gonna have later in life, sir, because you don't know what fuck we doing, what's going on. That's your token line. Whenever you go to see Christ, they're gonna put that on your little tombstone. What fuck we doing? That's what they're gonna put up there. Carly could just not understand why he would be with her enemy, Tommy, and he was like, "Yo, for real though, I never smashed Tommy." I'm man enough to say that I'm wrong, but I mean, like, do I feel what's going on with us? Do I feel like we 100 with each other? No. So I'm sitting there looking like, I still don't understand what's going on. That's how you be making all these women feel as though y'all together, but you not, because you using all these little, "Are we 100? We good?" Like, that doesn't make any sense. Are we together? Like, can you spell it out? Because I don't get it. I don't understand. I was even sitting there like, I understand where Carly Red was coming from, but she got to understand who in the world she was rocking with in the first place. It was Jock. Here comes the waterworks. Now, I thought in 2017 that all makeup was waterproof. Like, not all makeup. I mean, there's some here and there's, and that's apparently what Carly wears, because it was just coming down. It was like the freaking Joker. I wanted to just take my tissue and just blot her, because I could not do it. It was like, and I feel hurt as a friend. She has a Kim Kardashian cry. But either way, her whole face was sliding off in the meantime, and Jock was even looking like, I can't focus. Have my back! And he was sitting there like, okay. After, you know, she do her face like this, she was like, "So, I'm having my grand opening for my Alpharetta store." I guess that's where she said it was. "And I want you to come. Are you going to be there?" He was like, "Yeah, like, why would I not be there?" And I'm sitting here like, see? You're not spelling it out. You should have said, "Yes, I'm going to be there to support you as your friend slash smash buddy. We're not together. We're not like this. I'm not getting you a ring. I'm not doing anything like that. Are we good?" Okay. There was still no resolution. He didn't say that. So Carly skips off like, yippee-dee. No, but Cotton Child, by the time we see next week's episode, Carly got something else up under her sleeve. Child, that Carly Red. We're at Pressed, okay? And they named that store correctly because they stay pressed up and pressed. But either way, yes, Rashida with the high bun and the cheekbone and the red lip. I love me a good old nasty bun. Y'all know I'm always rocking a bun, but I love me a good old nasty bun where the edges just come up and it don't look like you dusty and it just, woo, yes. Going through, girl. But your hair stay laid. You let Kirk's Adam Apple ass take your edges. Don't you ever. She goes to talk to her mama because even though I didn't review last week's episode, I know what happened. Mama Charlene and Mama D had an announcement for Kirk to take this DNA test. So I thought that was real messy, real petty, okay? Mama D don't want nobody sniffing around with Ernest, okay? So that was just a little too extra. And how old is Rashida and Kirk? They old enough to figure this out. So anyway, Rashida goes to her mama and was like, yo, ma, I understand what you were trying to do, but that was kind of whack. Charlene was like, well, somebody need to stand up to it. We understand that, Mama Charlene. But she already embarrassed enough out here in these streets, okay? You don't need to be at a party putting a DNA test on a silver platter. You don't need to be doing that. Ain't nobody got, that's a little messy, boo. That's messy. Ultimately, that's up to Rashida. So, Rashida, what you want to do? And of course, Rashida, she's in a awkward, crazy type of place. You can't really push her on this issue, but baby boy does need to take a DNA test because this is too much. Tommy is meeting up with lovely Mimi. She been laying low ever since the whole craziness at the comedy show with Carly Red because Tommy, I forgot, she's still on parole and shit. Like, they still watching her like these, okay? She does not want to be back in jail wigless. Ain't nobody got time for that. Tommy and lovely Mimi, they start talking about, different people all up in the clique. And, lovely Mimi, she don't know no better. Like, honest to God. Lovely Mimi, she one of them type of people who it just goes like this. And you be like, what? What are you doing? So she brings up the idea that Tommy and Jocelyn could be cool. And Tommy looking at her like, bitch. Did I? Woo. No. I got charges over this heifer. Okay? So until she drops them charges, even then, ain't gonna be no Kiki. We ain't gonna have no lemonade on the side of the road. Ain't nobody, If she had a flat tire, I would be driving right past her, okay? Because I can't put nothing past her. Then they go on to another subject. They start talking about KK, Tommy's mom, and the Catalina wine mixer. Tommy feels as though KK really overstepped her little boundary, her little box by inviting her mama, and they didn't talk since the last blow up that they had. She was like, yo, bro, I just can't do it. This is too much. I'm already stressed the hell out. And my mama, she keep adding to it. I want a relationship with her, but then I can't trust the ass. They start crying. Really have to address some stuff. Like, this is past Dr. Drew and Iyanla, honey. I don't, Speaking of KK, she is meeting up with Samantha, Tommy's mama. Samantha go ahead and open it up and was like, you really think you Tommy mama, huh? But guess what, bitch? I'm the mama. Then KK was like, well, I must be your mama too, because every time you got a problem, you be calling my ass. I was like, check the damn mate. Yep, Tommy mama really trying to figure out what's going on. Why is my daughter not receptive? What am I doing? Like, I be trying. And KK was like, it's the alcohol, boo. And she was like, I could drink a gallon and be fine. I was like, no, your kidneys are not going to be fine with that, man. Please do not drink a gallon of alcohol, rubbing, or drinking alcohol. Don't do that. I was just sad. KK was like, look, y'all really need to come together and talk. And I was like, yeah. Carly, she got her little new store. You better go ahead, girl. I think that's dope when people actually say they're going to do something and they do the shit. So, Carly, you better pop up stores all in every city in America. Melissa comes by to drop the Kumbaya. Can you and Jocelyn be friends, Bob? They do a little flashback of when Jocelyn bopped Carly ass in the head with them flowers. Pop it. That shit was I'm sorry. That was funny. Like Carly is like, fine. Fine. I'm fine. It's time for the KK takeover with Tommy and her mama. They all dressed in black. Well, then Tommy come on in. She ain't dressed in black. I was like, what's the occasion? They go back and forth. You need to respect me. Respect is earned. I'm your mama. You ain't been a mama. The whole time KK is like, shh, be quiet. Wait a second. This is my damn house. Everybody be quiet. Ooh, I was about to backhand Tommy. She was like, you don't tell me to be quiet when I'm talking about mama. I was like, bitch. Oh my God. No matter what KK has done, she's everyone's elder, okay? My God, where are the muzzles? Like, she should have put like a little taser on them. So every time they were over talking or being loud, she could have pressed the buzzer and they'd be like, They go back and forth again. I don't want a relationship with you. Well, the next time you got boyfriend problems. Ooh. Why did she say that? Tommy comes back in. They have to get security. Tommy leaves again. It was just too much. I was like, where did the whole boyfriend thing come from? Tommy comes back in and she was sitting here like, look, I really want to understand you. Like, what's going on? Why can we not get this relationship together? Can we really... I just want to figure this out. Like, what's going on with you? When her mama said, what are you so bad about? I was like, damn, Gina, wrong approach. Wrong approach. Ooh, okay, so this stems back. We figure this out. It stems back from when Tommy's mama sent Tommy to juvie. Way back in the day. And Tommy been in jail ever since. So it was like a domino effect. Oh, Lord. When Tommy said, I can't remember the last time we hugged. Like, I can't remember our last, like, deep conversation. I said, oh, my heart was breaking. I was like, no. They start going back and forth again. Tommy finally said, you know what? I'm going to love you from afar. I can't do this no more. I'm done. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. Then her mama said, don't call me. Don't worry about it. And like I said, with them boyfriend issues, I was like, this is never going to get resolved. Like, I'm just done. Y'all kind of cut in there. Y'all got a little deep. And then you came on back and you were done. Like, you tried to tell her a little bit. Then it just, it wasn't going to work. They really have to sit this thing out. You can't sit down at somebody's island and talk about this type of stuff. This is like some serious issues that they really need to figure out. And you know what? I see where KK is coming from, how she wants them to go to therapy and figure this out. And I think it's just horrible that now KK and Tommy are beefing. Jocelyn is meeting up with Stevie because she's getting ready to go on the real. And she wants to tell her baby daddy, like, where she going and why she doing it and where little Bluebell gonna be at. Like, yo, I'm happy I was a part of the birth and all that. I'm glad that you here and I'm glad that you the pappy, but I'm gonna be on the real. He was like, are they giving you a coin? She was like, of course. He was like, am I gonna get my cut? No, Stevie, your ass hasn't done anything. He was like, so I can keep little Bluebell while you gone. She was like, hell no, my sister's gonna keep her. You ain't had no little child in a while. You know what, Jocelyn, that has to be one of the smartest things you ever did, to not let Stevie keep the baby. Shit, you could have let Mimi keep her. Well, I'm just be quiet. That's good. You got a family member keeping the baby. I don't know. I'm staying out of that. I'm just glad that they could be civil. That's it. I remember the show Are You Afraid of the Dark? Child used to be scared as hell over that show. But anyway, it was like a Are You Afraid of the Dark healing session with the ladies. It was who was over there? Bambi, because she just found out that Scrap is moving to Miami, and why he's moving there, I don't know. Carly, she just been going through, bless her heart. Rashida, child, fix it, Jesus. She really need to be at this healing session. Mimi, she has a lot of pin-up energy, so she needed to be there. Tammy dealing with Walker ass. And Sierra was invited because, child, she going through as well. Let's start with Sierra, being that she's new. And Sierra was like, well, I found out that my assistant was a messy ass bitch and she was with my husband. So I got her wig that I'm going to throw in the fire. And, yeah, everybody was like, yes, girl. I was like, what kind of shit? Okay. Carly was like, I've been drinking every night. They were like, don't do that, Carly. I'm telling my truth. Everybody shut the hell up. They were like, ooh, okay. But I drink like 4 or 5 shots just to go to bed. I just can't keep a man. I can't find him. Well, I do find him, but I can't keep him. I forgot that life gave her that ring and she fell on the concrete. VH1 ain't shat for doing that playback. She still has the box from the ring and she just throws it in there. I was like, yes! I get the symbolism. I think Bambi, she just talks about, you know, how she feels empty and she had the box, basically saying, you know, when all of them are with entertainers, it looks great, but on the inside it's nothing. I was like, oh, that's a good little symbolism, girl. You had to throw that in the box in there. Go ahead. Mimi has the tape and the, whatever the hell, the shirt that she had when she saw Nico again, and it still haunts her because of her daughter. So she throws both of those in the fire, and they were like, woo, don't throw that DVD in there. Oh my God. Okay, Mimi. Sheeta's last child, and she was like, you know, Kurt got me this diamond necklace, and I was like, hold the hell up. Wait, we're throwing objects that just whatever. You don't throw the little diamond necklace. You could have pawned that shit, got your check, and then got like a little Kiki necklace and threw it in there. Girl. Anyway, I see the symbolism. I get it. Your heart's broken. I got it. Tammy, she had her journal and she threw that shit in there, and she gonna sing with Miss Suge. She gonna sing. I was like, yes, Tim, you got a voice. Don't you stand behind Waka no more, even though he is like 8 feet tall. Don't you do that no more. You got this. They end up saying they want to do a girls trip, and I was like, you know what? That's good. All these other reality shows be on girl trips. Speaking of Woosah, it ain't gonna happen. Jocelyn and Carly Red finally meet up with the help of Ronnie and Melissa. They finally sit down in front of each other, and Jocelyn just opens it up and was like, you still a messy ass bitch. Carly was like, and what are you? She was like, well, I'm the realest bitch. I was like, you know what? As messy as Jocelyn is, she is gonna tell you to your face what you think. Now, as far as Carly, Carly is Carly San Diego. Carly ends up bringing up Stevie. Jocelyn's trying to figure out why Carly is bringing up Stevie. And Jocelyn was like, well, it's probably since you fussed Stevie. And she was like, I would never would I ever. Jocelyn was like, why you doing this? Why you doing that? You look a mess. Why you doing that? Because I can. And she walked off. I was rolling at Carly Red, her drama and scene. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode of Love and Hip Hop ATL? Thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and war. That good stuff. God bless.